that across America, and especially here in West Michigan, there are not enough people going into computer and web programming?
In 2009, the 38,000 people graduated with a computer science degree. In comparison, that same year, 434,000 graduated with some type of science degree. The head of Grand Valley's computer science department told us that when students graduate, they have 5 job offers for every student, and there are 1.4 million jobs available, but only 400,000 people to fill those jobs, so there's 1 million left.
We are going to debunk some of the most common myths surrounding computer programming that are preventing people from going into this field.
Wow, where's the pizza?
Myth 1. Computer programmers are nerds that work in their basements all day. As you can see, this isn't true. Everyone is out in the open. Myth 2. Women aren't good at computer programming.
Women don't really code.
I don't think they really do that kind of stuff.
Are women not necessarily as good at coding as men? That's definitely not true. Women can be just as good or better at coding as men. I think it's more of an individual thing. If you look at coding skills of one human being compared to another, that's really the only way to compare it. I don't know why comparing genders would even be a thing. Women basically started coding, actually. The very first programmer was a woman, Ada Lovelace, and Grace Hopper invented one of the first modern programming languages. She also coined the term debugging because there was an actual bug inside of her computer that she had to get out. It was a moth. So history is full of amazing female programmers. That doesn't mean that men can't program too. It's something that anybody could do no matter what their age or gender is, and I'm all for more women in the field. I'd love to see more female colleagues.
Myth 3. Computer programming takes years of college with little pay.
6 more years of this boring stuff.
So the cool thing about what we do is it doesn't necessarily require 4 years of schooling. The average is a 4-year degree for programming or design, but that's not necessarily a requirement. But that's about the average. And then you can expect an average salary anywhere from $40,000 a year up to $80,000 a year. So it's a pretty good field to get into.
While at BizStream, we asked a few employees how long they attended college and where.
I went to Grand Valley State University for 4 years.
I went to Lake Superior State University for 4 years.
I went to Grand Valley State University for 4 years.
So I went to school for 2 years at ITT Tech Institute in Grand Rapids.
I went to college at Fair State University for 8 years.
I went to Grand Valley State and GRCC for about 2.5 years.
I went to Grand Valley for about 2 years. Also did 1 year at CC. After about 2 years, I dropped out because what I was getting in school I knew wasn't going to be there when I got older, like as far as technology changing. So I just did a whole bunch of self-learning, and then I got jobs programming at an ISP.
Myth 4. It's hard to find a job in computer programming.
Hello? Is there anybody there? No job? What? No job. No job here in the Wild West. Yeehaw!
As you can see in this graph, there are 1.4 million jobs available in computer programming. Only 400,000 qualified people to fill them. This creates a problem since there are still 1 million jobs available.
Myth 5. Computer programming is boring.
Nice weather we're having here, ain't it?
You mentioned that 6 times already.
I did? No, it's boring.
Finally, BizStream has a training room called the BizStream Academy to help students learn about getting started in the computer programming field.
During BizStream Academy, we teach a large range of students, ranging anywhere between, we try to get right around high school age to as old as they want to come in. And we teach the basics of web design and development. We deal a lot with HTML, CSS. We then go into some JavaScript, which is more of a manipulating of that HTML and CSS. And then we teach them this year, we just started them on Kentico, which is our CMS that we use here at BizStream.
All in all, computer programming is a growing industry with friendly employees, a fun work atmosphere, and a great pay.